going on, guys? We are back again today with another Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire OU Wi-Fi battle. And I'm gonna start a new saying at the beginning and ending of the video. So if you didn't watch yesterday's video all the way to the end, the new goodbye saying is "May the hacks be with you." And I think I'm just gonna start saying "Be prepared for hacks" at the beginning of the video. I think it sounds a lot cooler than "What's up, guys?" But today I have a battle against Red. I'm gonna go ahead and get this battle started because I'm already talking quite a bit. You guys know that I don't like to talk a whole lot. But on the issue of new things, I finally got a new phone. I had the iPhone 5 for like 2.5 years. The battery was going bad and expanding inside the phone, literally pushing the screen off of the phone. It was bad, but it's going to lead off with the Conkeldurr. I'm going to actually end up leading off with my Latios, and I'm going to go ahead and go for Draco. I thought he would switch, so I didn't go for Psyshock, and it was a big mistake. I definitely... I shouldn't make plays like that when I don't know my opponent's skill level, because what he did there is, I don't know. I don't know. I still can't really determine like how good of a battler he is. Staying in against the Latios when you're a Conkeldurr is not something that I would recommend, regardless of what you're doing, because it's just not safe. But I'm going to go out to my Scizor. I'm actually going to end up going for Superpower here, predicting his Ferrothorn to come in. But he goes down to the Arcanine, hits me with the Intimidate, and this Superpower actually does quite a bit of damage. It does just a little over 50%, so it is a 2-hit KO. Unfortunately, Arcanine is pretty fast. I cannot stay in against that, so I'm going to be switching out. On the new phone subject, I got the HTC One M8. I've had an iPhone ever since it came out. I finally switched. To Android. iOS was just getting old and lame for me, so made the switch, and I really like it so far. I've only had it for a day, so we'll have to see, but I'll let you guys know like in a week or something. But Zapdos is out, obviously taking that wild charge quite well, and he's going to end up switching out into Delta, which is this Latios over here. And I really wanted the Parahacks from the discharge, and unfortunately I just couldn't make it happen. I really wanted it. I wanted it badly, but you know, it is what it is, and sometimes you just gotta make use of what you got. But I'm gonna switch out here. I do not want to die just yet. I'm actually gonna end up going out into my Scizor, because Scizor, it can take a Draco Meteor or two. Actually, it can take like 3, which is really nice. And if you're running the special defense set, you can take a couple more than that. But I don't recommend running the special defense set anymore. It's not as versatile as it used to be, I guess I should say. And running Assault Vest really isn't recommended either, because actually you can take quite a few Draco Meteors, as long as they're not like switching in and out and out and out, you know. But he actually was smart. He knew that he was pursuit trapped and ended up staying in. Basically, on the terms of Assault Vest Scizor, is when you're running Spadef Scizor, you want to use it as like a pivot, as a defensive pivot or support mon with Defog and Roost and things like that. But with an Assault Vest, you can't do that, so it kind of ruins the point. So I don't know. Your results may vary, but I personally would not run specialty defensive Scizor. I ran it in Showdown for about a week, and I did not like it. So just there you go. Scizor is for power, not for defense. Special defense anyway. But the Azelf is out. I'm gonna go ahead and get my rocks up while I can. It's mid to late game rocks. I think we're both still 5-5 or 5-4 or 4-4 or whatever right now. But he actually ended up killing me with a Flare Blitz, which is not something I expected. I definitely thought that I would be able to live, but the Arcanine dies as well. So I guess it's a fair trade-off. You know, I got my rocks up, but I ended up losing a very potential free kill on a Pokemon of his. You know, I could have easily just gone for Explosion and killed something, but I don't know. Rocks they're not like super important, but they are important. You know, they do help out quite a bit. Things that normally don't OHKO can sometimes OHKO after rocks. So I don't know, do your research. Your results are going to vary with that sort of thing, but do your research. If you're running rocks, make sure that your Pokemon can OHKO certain mons that they need to after Stealth Rock's entry. If you need a little bit more damage, then you can do that. But I really wanted it for this Gyarados. That way when he'd switch in, he would be at 75%, and then every time he switches, he's going to be losing 25% because he is a flying type. But I'm going to go ahead and go for the Icy Wind. That way, if he wants to go for Dragon Dance, he's only getting the attack boost. He's not getting any faster. Gyarados with high attack is not as scary as a Gyarados with high attack and high speed. So it's definitely a better option for me to go for Icy Wind and go ahead and get that, that speed drop, because even if he doesn't go for Dragon Dance, he's still going to be a little bit slower than what he normally would be. And I'm actually going to be able to get another Icy Wind off, lower that speed even more, and get some more damage off. Now, I could have gone for Hydro Pump, but Gyarados is, you know, it's a pretty bulky Pokemon, and you're not going to be hurting it that much. So Icy Wind is probably the best option here, because if he, like I said, I don't know what set this Gyarados is. You know, he's gone for Crunch so far and for Waterfall, so I'm assuming that he's Mega, but I still have no idea. But I'm going to end up going out into my Sharpedo now, because that Gyarados is really slow, so, you know, I've got some availability. And he actually ends up going out into the Ferrothorn, which is not ideal for me, because I do have to make physical contact with every move that I use. So I am going to be taking not only the 10% from the Iron Barbs, but another like 12% from Rocky Helmet. So I'm already at like 25% gone just from one move, and I'm actually going to stay in, Mega Evolve and go for another Crunch, hoping that I can get some sort of damage output on this thing, because Ferrothorn is not a Pokemon I want to be spending, you know, 10 years trying to kill over here. So the Crunch is coming out. As you can see, it's doing almost double what it did before, which is crazy. You don't think that Strong Jaw and a slight attack boost would have that much difference, but it really, really does. Had I gotten a defense drop on the first Crunch, he probably would have died to the second one, which would have been really, really nice. But now that he's Leech Seeded me, I'm sitting at about 25, 30% health. I do not, I mean, if I attack this Ferrothorn, or if he goes for Protect, and then I have to attack it, it's not going to be pretty. So I'm actually going to end up switching out into my Zapdos, predicting the Protect here. And he actually went for a Thunder Wave, which is odd to me. I don't know why he would have done that. It's not something that I would have done. But had I not had a Zapdos and I went out to Mana Buzz or something like that, I would have been paralyzed. And not that it would have made much of a difference, but then I would have been, you know, caught for paralyzation and all that. But thanks to the Stealth Rocks here, I'm actually going to be able to kill this Gyarados with a Heat Wave, which is really, really nice. Had the rocks not been there, I would not have been able to kill this thing with the Heat Wave from where it was at. So the Heat Wave and, I mean, the Heat Wave. The Stealth Rocks definitely helped out, and you can see that. It's blatant. So, excuse me, had a bubble in the throat, but it's gonna go out to Grass Terror, which is this Rotom over here. Not sure why it's named Grass Terror or Grass Terror. Mardi Gras. I don't know the reasoning behind this nickname, but actually the MVP of this battle is surprisingly Zapdos. Zapdos, actually just cleaning up. Zapdos is the vacuum cleaner right now, the sweeper, taking out the Gyarados with the Heat Wave, the Ferrothorn with the Heat Wave. Well, actually, I hasn't taken that out yet, but it happens. Discharge the Rotom, discharge the Conkeldurr, and actually, most of these are partly due to rocks. I think that Conkeldurr would have lived there. Rotom might have lived. I don't know. Depends on the set, really. And now it goes out into Ferrothorn, and I just Heat Wave it, and it dies. So Zapdos actually taking out 4 Pokemon. The Gyarados, the Rotom, the Conkeldurr, and the Ferrothorn. So Zapdos is definitely the MVP of this match, which is not something that, you see. You know, generally you set up your rocks or your spikes or your hazards, and then you use your walls or your stalls to whittle away the threats or completely eradicate the threats on your opponent's side of the field, and then you send out your sweeper and clean up. But kind of was backwards this time around. So I don't know, it ended up working out for me, so I'm happy with that. But make sure to like the video if you have not already, and make sure to stay subscribed, and also subscribe if you have not already. We're super close to 1700. I'm really trying to make it happen, guys. I think if we hit that before I go for PAX South, that would be awesome. I leave for PAX South on the 23rd, which is actually not that far away. It's this upcoming week, which is crazy. So I can't believe it. I'm getting ready to go all the way to Texas for the first time. I've been farther away. I've been to the Bahamas, so I've been farther away from home before, but I've never been that far west, so it's going to be interesting. But I hope you guys enjoyed. We will see you back again tomorrow. May the hacks be with you.